Hello, first grade writers. Today we're going to continue working on our realistic fiction stories. And today we're going to be taking a closer look at how we make our characters talk. Now, in real life, people say things in lots of different ways. For example, if I was riding my bike and I was about to cross the street and you saw a car coming, you might scream, "Stop!" because you wouldn't want me to get hit by the car. Or if I was playing on the playground and there was a ball flying through the air about to hit me in the head, you might yell, "Watch out!" Or if I was in the library and I dropped my bookmark and I didn't realize it, you might come over to me and whisper, "You dropped your bookmark." So in real life, people say things in all different kinds of ways. They might scream and yell them, they might cry them, they might whisper them, they might mumble them. And today what I want to teach you writers is that good writers also make their characters say things in different ways. Okay? And just like people do in real life, we can bring our characters to life by making them talk. I'm going to show you 4 ways we can try this today. You don't have to try all 4 ways. You might be doing some of these ways already. Maybe you'll get a new idea. But really what I want you to do is think about different ways you can do dialogue in your writing. Now, one way is you can use speech bubbles and words that match in your writing. So, for example, if I was talking about a little girl who got a present, my picture might show her with her present and a speech bubble that says, "Yay!" And then on the lines of my writing, I might say something like this, "Yay!" she shouted when she saw the present. I want to show you an example of where I tried this in my own writing. In my realistic fiction story about Gretchen, I was talking about the part where she was in the tree fort and the storm came. And in my picture, I have a speech bubble, her yelling for her mom, right? And then I actually wrote some lines on here where I matched the speech bubble to what she was saying in my writing. So here's what it says. Lightning flashed. Gretchen trembled. "Mom!" she yelled. That's one way you can add dialogue to your writing. Another way you can do this is you can make sure that you have your characters talking back and forth to each other. A lot of times when I do my writing, I notice I make my main character talk a lot and I forget to have my other characters say something back. But good writers, you can do this. You can have your characters talk back and forth to each other. So for example, I have Gretchen and her mom here in my picture. And it says, "Why?" asked Gretchen. "Because it is dark," answered her mom. And then I have an example here where I did that same thing in a story. After Gretchen got in from the storm and was sitting with her mom in the kitchen, she was feeling good, but she wanted to talk to her mom and she said, "I was scared," exclaimed Gretchen. "Now you're safe and warm," replied her mom. So I have Gretchen telling her mom something and I have her mom saying something back. So writers, you can make your characters talk back and forth to each other in your writing. A third way you can work on what your characters are saying in your stories is you can try using different tag words. So a lot of times when I'm doing my writing, I say the word "said" a lot. I don't want to go to the library, said Anna. I want to play with my friends. Or I don't want to go to the grocery store, said Bob. I want to play with my dog. So you can try different words. You can say, "I don't want to go to the grocery store," cried Bob. Or you could say, "I don't want to go to the grocery store," mumbled Bob. Okay? Try different words instead of the word "said." You can use asked if they're asking a question. You can use shouted or yelled if they're saying something really loud. I have a part here where in my tree fort, she was yelling mom, so I used the words she yelled. Mom, she yelled. Sounds a little bit better than if I had said mom, she said, right? And finally, and this is one of my favorite ones, good writers a lot of times make up body movements that go with exciting dialogue. And my favorite example of this is from a story called Night of the Veggie Monster. I bet a lot of you know this story. And in this story, this author does an amazing job of making body movements that go with the dialogue. He talks about how the main character's fingers become all wiggly and his eyes begin to water and his toes twist and curl up in his shoes. And that's all because he's trying to eat a pea, but he has some really good body movements that go along with what's going on and what he's going to say. So you can try that too, writers. You can try adding a body movement for exciting dialogue. So if somebody is trying to tell somebody to stop, you could say, he held up his hand and yelled, stop. I tried this in one of my Gretchen stories too. I was writing about the baby bird, and Gretchen's brother was running toward the baby bird. And she put her hands up and yelled, be careful! She did not want her brother to hurt that baby bird, and so she had to put a body movement in there too to show that she was telling him to be careful. So writers, as you go off today to work on your realistic fiction stories, think about how you can make your characters talk. Can you try one of these ways we just learned about? Maybe you're already doing them. I want you to have fun and enjoy your writing time, and off you go.